Path of Exile price fixing, what it is and why you should hate it, because it's essentially a bunch of thieves. So if you aren't familiar already, what price fixing is in Path of Exile is when someone takes an item that is normally worth a certain amount and posts it at a lower price on PoE.trade. What this causes is people looking at the price of the item to believe that the item is actually worth less than it really is. Because the item that I had posted at that lower amount, I'm not actually selling. What I'm actually doing with it is I'm setting it there so other people believe and will post their items at the price that I set. So, for instance, let's take a look at one of the probably the best items in the game, Skyforth boots here. Let's say I wanted to price fix these Skyforth boots. So we can see right here that the lowest price that is currently listed is 34 Exalted Orbs. Let's say that I wanted to only pay 20 Exalt for a pair of Skyforth boots. Note, this does require that you have a pair of Skyforth boots. What I would do is I would take my pair of Skyforth boots and set it at 20 Exalts, supposedly disguising myself as a person who's trying to compete in the Skyforth market by lowering my price so low that I will instantly get those 20 Exalts. But that's not actually what I'm going to do. I'm simply going to list it there without actually selling them. Other people coming onto PoE.trade and checking the price of their Skyforth boots will see that I am competing at the 20 Exalted market. So they will post their Skyforth boots at 20 Exalted. I've essentially tricked them into a lower price of purchase, which then I go on and buy their pair for 20 Exalts. After I've siphoned up all of the market at the lower price, I then suddenly put all of my Skyforth boots at a higher price, so that then I make a profit off of them. While yes, this is competitive marketing and things such as that, it is deceiving in the sense that people are posting items for sale that are truly not for sale, and the only purpose of them existing on PoE Trade is in order to lower the price, to devalue an item. The price of the item has not actually changed. I'm just simply fooling people into believing it's worth less. I'm swindling them out of money. This is why it is so destructive to the market in PoE.trade. Because what it's done is it has caused a large slew of posts on PoE Trade. The first 5 to 10 on some items are not actually real. And people coming on to post, even when they think they have jumped over all of the people who are price fixing, they actually haven't. The first 5 or 10 maybe might be price fixed, and the true price of the item might be even higher. A good way to combat price fixing. There is a website called PoE Ninja. Just Google it real quick. Just like that. It's going to be your first link. Come up to any unique item that you may have. Click on this tab over here, and you will see a listing of all of the uniques in the game and their price over the course of time. What is a good idea to do is we're currently in Breach League. While Breach and Standard have 2 separate economies and things will be listed at different prices, we can generally evaluate on many items whether they are truly worth the price listed on PoE Trade or if they're price fixing. So for instance, let's take Aziri's Acuity. For instance, let's go to the Standard. You'll see in Standard, it is 25 Exalts, while on PoE Ninja for Breach, it is 15. We know this because right over here at the values. This is a good way of checking if your items are actually worth what they believe. It's a general rule of thumb. Things will always cost more in Standard. I would say probably 2/3 more, always in Standard. That's just the way it works. But it's always a great idea to check. This is the only way we currently have of combating the price fixers.